Yeah, he didn't really catch them. Very good, I think. Didn't seem to... Yeah, you can see the balls just below the head ball didn't really go where he wanted them to, so maybe he didn't catch them as he intended. But he has left a wide open table here, and obviously we have the solid there, you see, down next to the 10 ball in the bottom right corner pocket being blocked, which means he'll probably be going stripes. We get a first look at open table for Walter here. Yeah, only real ball that stands out, I'm not going to say is a problem, but something that needs a little bit more care is probably that 9 ball, just because it's got a few... Oh dear, oh, he just gets there. Thought he was going to flick the edge, but this gives him quite a nice angle. Could come with 2 rails. Not sure if he can get nice on the 9 ball, but with him being right-handed, he can come 2 rails just underside the 1. Just want to be on the 1. Wants to get past it. Needs a bump. Oh goodness, is he okay? I don't know. Oh, what a great view there. There is a gap, so that tells me he's probably okay. Oh, I don't know. Very tight. If he can get it, that's as close to the 1 as you can get. If not, he might have to change his plan, and like I say, that 9 ball is just a little bit of a strange place. Well, he must be okay. Yeah, that worked out very well. Probably going to have to take the 10 ball first, just because of the angle. Needs to be careful he doesn't go too high up table. Doesn't want to hook himself on the 8 ball. Equally, he doesn't want to be too low where the cue ball's running away, so pace is important here. I think he's judged that pretty well. Not sure if he can just drop this in dead weight, or will he have to come back across? Might just be able to kill it. Oh, he's landed 50-yard line. It's not a great shot, that has to be said. This is a bit more of a stretch, and he's going into this 5 ball as well, I think. If you remember from the first rack, when he kissed into some balls, he went and scratched. Don't know if that's on or not. It's definitely a little bit more trickier than he wanted. Still fancy him to make this though. It's not a crazy stretch. Oh, he can dig down. Oh wow, he has missed it though. Early nerves really not settling in here. That all comes down for that last positional shot there. I think really what forced that as well, he was trying to avoid the 5 completely. That's why he was drawing the cue ball. Maybe he just took his eye off, but it has left a wide open table for FORTUNSKI to steal another one. And one thing's for sure, once the Butcher gets his momentum going, like a lot of the strong Polish players, so dangerous, they can run racks in a blink of an eye. Yeah, this is what's called bread and butter for these players. Wide open table, very different to rotation, so you can just take any ball that you like, which makes it so much easier to run the balls. We might have overrun that a little bit. It's a bit annoyed. He would have loved to have been coming down table. Just taking a look if he can just roll it in and still be okay, or does he have to go around the table? Probably just roll it in, knowing him. Wow, it's interesting he played that shot, because yesterday in his match that I commentated on, he had a number of moments like that where he just rolled them in and took a little bit of a longer 8-ball, but he obviously liked the angle on this. Executed well. There you go, FORTUNSKI 4-0. Fantastic start for him. Quick update on the other table, the live stream table there. Stefan Kaspas from Germany against Max Bengo, local player. It is 1-1. So plenty pool left there. A few other matches going on. We have Mario Hay playing Luca Men. They are locked in at 3-3. Roman Hibla is 3-1 up against Viktor FORTUNSKI. Alban Ocean 3-1 up against Matios Snegoci. And Sismon Kural is 3-2 down to Ramazan Akdad. Oh, Daniel Masciol also 4-0 up in his match. So a few games underway. Race to 10, all battling for a place in the last 8. And what an interesting break layout this is. We're having a little solid party at the top of the table. It's very interesting. But I think one shot here, he could open them up. All 4 balls. How's your luck? Well, that's not terrible, because I don't know if that 5-ball will go in the side. What an interesting layout this is. He does have a few options, and because there is a ball down next to the 8, it does give him some connection to the 8-ball, so he'd probably leave that towards the end and try to figure out this little puzzle at the top of the table. He's got a bit more angle on this too than he would have liked, so might have to play a little cannon here potentially. Just a little bit, managed to thread the gap. So now it's all about touch. Yeah, he's just putting his cue there. He's going to try and play the 5 in the top left. This is just all about little delicate shots and finesse. I think he's got too much angle, so if that goes in the side, he might have to play that first or go into the 6. It's not ideal. This could go wrong if he doesn't catch it correctly. He's looking at the angle. If he can catch the 6-ball full in the face and just nudge it towards the center pocket, it might be okay. Oh, he's played a great shot there. What a touch, and he's actually got a little bit of angle as well to go down table. What a brilliant shot that is. He's just checking the 8-ball. It looks like it does go in the right center pocket. If it does, and he can get on this last solid to the bottom right there, you see it's tight, but I'd love to be. Yeah, if it does go, he's played it in such a way. I don't know if it goes in the bottom right as well, so he's got options. If it does go bottom right, that would be more preferable, because he can put a little bit more stroke on this. Yeah, it looks tight, but obviously it doesn't, otherwise he would have played it, I think. Wow, what a great run this has been though. Love to see that break again. If you have a view of that table, 4 or 5 solids all connected at the top of the table in a bit of a cluster, and one shot, a few little finesse shots. Everything to do for LAIKRE here. Needs to start with getting some table time at the moment because it's one-way traffic. Yeah, it was a good hit and a good break, but again, getting a few clusters. It's interesting because when you see so many different breaks doing commentary, you see so much variation of power and speed and control. And we were watching Thomas Kaplan yesterday with a good friend of mine, Tim DeRouter, and we were commenting on his break. He had the power of breaking in such a way where the balls just seemed to split. Incredible, all around the pockets, very wide open. And then you have some players who seem to break and there's more clusters. It's just such an art. It's not just all about luck, there is a skill to it. But the most important thing for Walter here is that he's at the table. Not ideal, but there is options and he can try to make things work. Needs to find a path to this 12 ball to open it up. Does have an angle here, but it's in a funny place because he's going to have to try and hit it from maybe the top side. That's what he's tried. It hasn't worked out. It's just in one of those places. If he went into it on the side, the referee to keep an eye. He's extremely close to this. I wonder if I'll go on the side off the 4 ball. Yeah, he went for it. It was kind of there, but super difficult. High tariff shot. He's left another open table for FORTUNSKI. And that's the thing. Once you remove a few of your balls, if you do make a mistake, you've already removed a bit of the traffic. Gives your opponent much more of an open table. It has to be said, FORTUNSKI hasn't been missing much from these moments. Smart shot there. Played for a number of balls, but ideally wants to get rid of this 3 ball as soon as possible. Maybe bridging over the 8 ball here and the 6 ball a little bit, but he should be fine. Bring it back down center table. He's got a choice of 3 balls to play on here. A little bit further than he would have liked. He's got an option here. He could play a 2 ball first if he wanted. He's probably going to play the 6 though. 6, 5 and maybe 2. He's a bit straight, so I don't think he'll do anything crazy here. Just punch it off the cushion. Keeping it extremely simple. And this is the name of the game in 8 ball. The simpler you can leave it, the easier your day will be. And again, FORTUNSKI punishing the young Swede. Everything to do now. Yeah, FORTUNSKI has 2 more breaks to come, so In the blink of an eye, this could be running away very quickly if Mietsko can get some breaks. There you see the shot he was trying to play and open the 12. It just was a very tricky ball to get out because of the way the solids were. Very solid there. Simple pool. FORTUNSKI will be hoping to get a really good break and get at least one of these. Get a chance at one of his 2 breaks. Nice pop. Keep that cue ball in the middle of the table if you can. Lovely break. Has he made a ball though? Nope. He hasn't. He's a little bit frustrated there. He knows it was a good chance to keep Walter in his chair. Yeah, it didn't seem to open. Maybe a bit of a miss hit. This happens sometimes. Not the ideal table. You've got a few blocking balls. You can see the 10 ball there, the top left corner is blocking a solid, and then down in the bottom left corner here we have other balls being blocked. A couple of stripes together, 9 ball, 12 ball, so not ideal. Looking at a few connection balls. Yeah, it's not a straightforward layout, this one has to be said. Possibly solids if that 1 ball does go through. 5 balls an issue, so let's see what he chooses. So he is going solids. That tells me he's got a little bit of a plan in his mind. So because he's gone solids, this 5 ball is going to be probably the key ball, but if you look at that view there, maybe it goes in the side. There is a stripe that could, yeah, the stripe could possibly help the 5 in the side, maybe. Well, we'll find out in a few shots time. It's going to be key when he comes down to this 1 ball next to the 8 and that 5 ball up table. The 1 ball does go in the top left as well. He's trying to leave an angle here. How is it? It's pretty straight. I wonder if this 5 ball goes all the way down in this bottom left corner pocket as well. Well, he seems to have a plan. Not sure what that plan is yet. Looking at that angle. Does it go on the side past the 8 ball? I don't know, maybe he has an angle to cannon into it. That's what he's trying. Well, I don't think he played that at all. He tried to bump into the 5. This has landed very tricky indeed now. This was always going to be the problem for me. Yeah, he's going to have to play a bit of a worldie. I don't know. Yeah, time's going to catch up to him eventually. Oh my goodness, I can't believe he hasn't hit that stripe. Yeah, I called it earlier. That stripe was there to maybe help a little bit. The fact that he could see the 5 was incredible from there. Yeah, look at this replay. Just a little touch from that stripe would have helped it in, and he would have had a good chance there. This gives FORTUNSKI another chance. to punish. And if that 9 ball goes in the top right corner, yeah, that's what he's looking at right now. It looks extremely tight. If it does go, and this is a great chance, he'd love to try and get on that stripe right next to the 5 ball. Yeah, he's trying that maybe in the next shot or two. He's going to have to run this forward, I think, if he wants to go that way. Yeah, he can't play for the 9 ball here if it does go. So that tells me must be tight, but it definitely must go, otherwise he would have tried something else. So it's all going to come down to the stripe ball next to his hand. He just need to get a plan to get that away as soon as he can. Oh, he's going to take it. Yeah, nicely done. He's got a perfect angle now to play for that one. Just run the cue ball over to that left side of the table. He's choosing to leave that one till the end because where the 8 ball is, it's personal preference. Pretty straight, so you might just pull the cue ball back a little bit. Don't think you'll do anything crazy here. Just leave a little bit of a longer 8 ball. And another well worked out finish, has to be said, by FORTUNSKI here. A bit unlucky there for LAIKRE. It was a very tricky run out, has to be said, and got down to the final parts of it, just wasn't meant to be. Very close to making a good shot to stay in the rack. Extremely tight. However, it is now 7 racks to 0. And the butcher is on a steamroll at the moment, flying. Just a quick update on the other table while the balls are being racked. Yeah, Max Benko is 4-2 up on Stefan Kaspers, another player who's been flying high this past 12 months. Stefan winning medals, going very deep in EuroTours, definitely on some fine form. Alban Ocean 4-2 up against Negocci. Mario He 4-4 locked in there with Luca Men, all battling out to get into that last 8, which will be coming up after this. Pretty good break. A bit of a messy table again. There's a few problem balls, but if he wants to take stripes, he could take one of the problem balls out straight away. That 9 ball. It's probably going to be the shot, to be honest. It all depends what he sees and how he sees it. Solids could work too, but there is a little bit of complication with down the left side of the table here. You've got a couple of problem balls. He does have a plan, and he preferred taking solids. All just depends how your mind sometimes sees it. The connecting balls. This is what makes 8 ball so interesting, because every player is different. And also what makes 8 ball so interesting as a game, because there is so many patterns. Yeah, looks like he's running into a little bit of a chasing the rack moment. He's not ideal on this 6 ball. I think he was hoping to get from 6 to 2, so then he could connect from the 2 to the 5. So don't know if he has to change his plan completely now. Can he still hold for the 2? I don't know. He might have to change the path and come in the gap, so he's going to try and draw this solid in the side and try to thread the gap in between the 10 and the 2 ball here. Oh, he could do with a bounce. Now, this is an interesting one. What's the angle like on both balls? I think you can probably just hold for the 2, hold for the 5, or you could push it out, leave a little bit more angle, go under the stripe. Oh, FORTUNSKI, what have you done there? I think he tried to screw into that ball. Bit of a lifeline there for LAIKRE here. I think he kind of miscued that. It's funny, yesterday in his match against Madonna, he basically had the winning 8 ball. He had a few winning shots. Oh wow, did he call it? Oh my gosh, he did. What a shot. Is he on the 8? I was just saying yesterday he had the same kind of situation. He made a bit of a mistake, gave a lifeline, but wasn't taken. What a kick shot that is, goodness me. Yeah, he can't see the 8 ball in the side, so he's going to play a bit of a crazy bank. What a finish this would be. This will definitely make the highlight reel for sure. No. Ah, what a shame. That would have been absolutely incredible. The 5 alone was probably 1 out of 100. But not meant to be. Bit of a lifeline for Walter, but he does need to take these out. And they're sitting super easy, so I don't expect any mistakes here. Bit of pressure on it though. Yeah, that's fine. We take the one in the top left corner, just pull it back a little bit. Either way, stop shot even's fine, just pull it back a touch. 8 ball is pretty close to that right corner pocket, so you can get one on the board here. Very much needed to stay in this match. He's going to have to win a lot more racks because with the break format, FORTUNSKI knows he will come back to the table for a good 4 more breaks at least at some point. So it's kind of a little bit in the pool gods, at least from the Polish side. But LAIKRE really needs to start with winning his racks on his break to stay in this match. Yeah, he went for a big power break there. Trying to make something happen. Don't blame him. Got the 3 in the side and a stripe in the other side. And a 1 in the corner. So 3 balls. Very big break there. Cleared a bit of traffic. First glance. There's a few blocking balls, but maybe stripes a bit more favourable. All depends on if that stripe and solid connected at the bottom part of the table are potable. So he's going stripes. Yeah, there you see it's a bit locked up, but the stripe does go. Well, I think he just tried to hold. I don't know if he's made it. Hold for the 13 over the corner. He hasn't. Potentially. Well, from that angle maybe he can. Still pot it. I think he wanted to try and get rid of these 2 stripes down table first. He tries to hold. He's going to have to play this soft. So he's not bothering with it right now. He's going to come back for that. Yeah, he's came back across, so I think he can drag this, draw this in 2 reels maybe. Don't know if he's going to come under the 5 ball or does he go around it. Might be a bit thin to go under. Let's see. He's digging right down. Yeah, he's gone under the 5. So this is working out to be quite nice. He does need to get the right angle on the 9. Because he's probably going to have to play the 14 in the top right pocket. Needs to be straight, needs to keep going. Well, I think he might just be okay. With the 8 ball being close to the right centre pocket and kind of centre table, he just needs to have a pretty okay shot here. Even if he's perfectly straight, just doesn't want the cue ball to move much to the right if he can avoid it. Try and keep it where it is. Yeah. Might have a little bit more angle than he would like. Might have to play a little bit of a more thinner black than potentially. Looks like he's going up table ever so slightly, so he's going to have to think about, does he take a bit of a risk or does he just take his medicine and maybe take a little bit more of a trickier black. Yeah, that's what he's looking at. Given the moment in this match, I would say just pot it, take a more tricky black. Yeah, it's probably a small. Oh wow, he's missed it. Goodness me, how has that not gone in? That's incredible. Look, for the world it was going in. He was focusing so much on the cue ball. He's just caught it so deep in the shelf. I mean, FORTUNSKI doesn't really have a shot on either, so he could play a little delicate flick off the edge of that 6 ball and just put him on the, or just put him on the top rail. Yeah, the thing is, it's over the corner, but well, first of all, hitting it is not as simple. The second thing is, because it's so deep in the pocket, it's not one of those shots where you can really go rail first potentially. If he does hit it pretty full, it's almost guaranteed to scratch. If he does try to play a cushion first, there's a high percentage he could miss it. I don't know if he has a 3 railer upside top side of the black and go 3 rails. Yeah, you see, that's incredible. What a gift. Only thing is that what FORTUNSKI there, he's actually blocked the path. He would have loved to have been able to play the 2 ball first, but he can just draw this back, play it this way. Because he had ball in hand, Makes that a lot more straightforward. Probably just one more good shot. Yeah, he's left it a little bit more trickier than he would have liked. This is a little bit of a tester. He has got a natural angle, just got to pop the ball for the 4 on the side. Ooh, well, he nearly missed it. He's a little bit off angle on the 4, but I still think he's okay. He can just play this on and off the cushion. Come back out for the 5. Absolutely fine. Just bring this cue ball back out to where his hand is, centre table, for an 8-1 lead. Yeah, another mistake there from Walter. He's not having the best match at the moment. Of course, FORTUNSKI is punishing him at every moment, which is what you have to do, but you have to take your chances. Probably hasn't had the most straightforward of layouts, to be perfectly fair with him. But yeah, this was a mistake. Oh goodness me, I mean, one more roll and that was in, really. It was just... FORTUNSKI nearly missed that one, but it went in. So 8-1. Probably the biggest break of the match right now. Hits them well. Makes... Oh wow. Again. Comes to the table in all sorts of trouble. I don't even think he has a shot on. Thunderous break. Makes ball in the centre. As you can see down in the bottom right there, Stripe is hanging over the corner, blocking a couple of solids. And you can only really see a solid, so he's playing a jump shot maybe over a combo. Yeah, he does have a combo option, but he maybe prefers the jump because it's probably pretty straight. Doesn't want to scratch though. Oh, it's going from bad to worse. Absolute nightmare. Because if he doesn't scratch, he kind of forces maybe FORTUNSKI to take solids, which is not great. But now he's got ball in hand. He can put it anywhere he wants. Try to get rid of any complicated ball he chooses, and stripes are looking very good. I think if he doesn't scratch there, it's maybe not a complete sellout, as we say, but ball in hand makes it so very different. So he does have a 10-9 combo to work out. It could be one of those ones where if he can land straight on the 10, he could play those 10 and the 9 as his last 2 balls. Maybe make the 10 and the 9 and be on the 8 ball. That could be an option for him. All just depends how he lands from this next shot. So if he can land perfectly straight on that 10, it's a bit short maybe. Okay, so this makes it a little bit more tricky. He hasn't played that great. He's going to have to run the cue ball down the table a little bit. Oh, he's played that extremely well though. I wouldn't be surprised if he could even play this cushion first, maybe. Oh, he's going to have to jack up. Even if he plays cushion first and just drift the cue ball up. Yeah. And even the finest of details there, if you noticed, he overcut that 10 ball. He overcut the 10 ball ever so slightly just to give him a little bit more speed on the cue ball and to make sure the 10 ball stayed over the corner. So always thinking small details, but makes all the difference. And now the butcher is on the hill, one rack away from the last 8. And he has been one-way traffic in this match, has to be said. Resistance wise from the Swede has been not his best match, and I'm sure he'll reflect on that. Here we go. Oh, that didn't look like a good break. I think the balls didn't seem to separate as well as he would have liked. That's another dry break for FORTUNSKI. Yeah, close to getting one on the side there, but didn't go in. A few little clusters, but stripes are looking okay. And there's a few of them all sitting around the center pocket, which will make his early work very easy. Yeah, even though the balls are a little bit close together, just have to be careful on which order you do go. I think the 10 ball might go on the bottom right if you just want to roll forward, because the angle he's got is not perfect. So you might just choose to go forward potentially. Yeah, maybe the 10 doesn't go, so he has found the gap. But that 10 ball still needs a bit of attention. It's just in a little bit of a strange spot with that 6 ball being there. Thought he could have played for the 10 just on his last shot there. It does look like it goes, but he does have a nice angle to move the cue ball. He's gone for a little bump on the 6 ball, which he didn't get. However, he has got the second prize because he still can pot the 10 from here. He's bridging, not bad, but he does have an okay angle to come round the 8. He's gone into the 6 though, that's not what he played. He's been very fortunate there. He does have a shot. He's got a shot at distance, but the 9 ball is very close to the centre pocket, which is going to be needed to get on that 11. Would love to be pretty straight, so he can just drop this in, play the 11 in the opposite centre. Yeah, that's pretty good. So cue ball a little bit further away than maybe he would have liked. A little bit of pressure on this. It's of course a very makeable pot, but he's 9-1 down, so a big 8 in the context of this match. Just needs to stay down on it. Yeah, pumps it in, well done. Nice run out. A few little bumps and maybe not as smooth as a run out as he would have liked, but gets the rack on the board. Makes it 9-2. First quarter finalist Marco Spitsky from Germany. It's 10-3 against the other Verteranta. He's already into the quarterfinals. All the other matches are still going. Max Benko 7-4 up on Stefan Kaspers. All the rest are pretty much neck and neck. 4-4 against Roman Hibla, Victor FORTUNSKI, Luca Men and Mario Hay. Mario is 6-5 in front. Albin is 5-5 with Snegochi. And Kural and Aktag is 4-4. We are 9-2 here. And another, looks like another chance here for FORTUNSKI. Oh, there's a 3-ball problem at the top there. However, he does have some options to move it. He's going to try and go after this as soon as he can. Maybe now he can play this one. Just dig into it. Try and get open them 2 balls up. How's your luck? Needs to hold up. Oh, he has a 3, maybe a 3-2 combo here. Possibly just to keep it going. Not exactly how he would have liked it, but I'm sure he'll take it because he can just run the cue ball forward a little bit. Oh, there you see, he's got a nice gap as well to come down table. He needs to keep going, and this is now becoming a match winning moment. He needs to get this 4-ball, but there's no urgency. He doesn't have to take it early because the 8-ball is in an okay spot. Probably try and get rid of that 3-ball as soon as you can. Maybe play 3-ball, then the 6-ball. Taking the 4 at the end. Just drop this in. Just want to be bridging over the 8-ball, so like try and kill this with a little bit of check maybe. He's overcut it. Oh wow, FORTUNSKI. That is absolutely incredible. Basically match is over. He's played that with check side because he didn't want to be bridging with him being left-handed over the 8-ball. It's an absolute lifeline. I'm almost certain that Walter was thinking about what he's going to have for breakfast or for lunch because he didn't expect to come back to the table. In terms of misses for Mietsko, that's a bit of a howler. He'd be absolutely fuming. You can even say to yourself, did I even need to play it with check spin? Could have just potted it and still been kind of okay. So always after the event you start thinking, what did I do? But luckily for him, he has a 9-2 lead. I'm almost certain that he will get another chance at the table. He just needs to stay calm. He had done all the hard work there as well to open the 3-ball and had a bit of a roll to play a 3-2 combo. He just needs to forget about it, move on, wait for another chance. He will have some breaks anyway to come. And right now Walter is just hanging on, hopefully if he can win a couple more racks and put a bit of pressure on. Who knows, things could change. You see FORTUNSKI in the chair, head down. Don't think he needs to be too disheartened. He's played pretty well in this match. It's just a shame when you can't finish it off at such an easy chance. It's just a bit annoying. Well, don't see that every day. Just look at that 8-ball. Makes the ball off the break. I thought the 8-ball was going to be going in the pocket, but it's covered the pocket, and that just makes this run out awful. The only saving grace, I think, is the stripes are a little bit further up the table to the solids, and they are pottable, so it's not horrendous. You can try to get over there. He's made a mistake already though. It's not what he played, but actually he's had a bit of a roll there, because he can take this in the side and it will give him kind of natural shape on the two stripes into the top. He might even play a little bump here. You can just dead weight this in and try to land on the 15 or the 10 in the middle. Oh, he's missed it. It's not really a sellout though, because there's so much work to do in this run out for FORTUNSKI. Well, if he takes these out, it'd be quite incredible. Yeah, this is one of those run-outs where do you already have to commit yourself that maybe you're going to have to play a bank at some point. At some point could be now. If he plays the bank, all of a sudden he's got another chance to win this match. It's definitely makeable. He doesn't need to go crazy with it, just give it every chance. He's overdone it though. There's a half chance of that. Grabbing his chalk with anger. He knew that was a bit of a chance. He just had to play it with enough pace to get the cue ball away from the two stripes. Still a bit of work to do in this run out on the stripes. He's got to get that cue ball back down table at some point. So yeah, it'd be great if he can remove this one that he missed earlier. Open up that top right corner. There you see 10 and the 15 does go in the top corner. So long as he can get somewhere below, in between the stripes and the 8-ball, he has options. 10 does go in the side. He has options in the top right. So he just needs to maneuver these balls. Just switching hands for a moment there. I wonder if he can play a stop shot here and have a guaranteed angle. Oh, he nearly missed it, I think, in his mind. Yeah, he's got an okay angle here. He can just run this down, top spin, and go below those stripes. It'd be great if you could land on the 15 straight in the top right corner. That would be ideal. How's the pace? He's a little bit in between. He might have to play the 15 and the 10 in the same corner, potentially. I don't think he wants to take the 10 first, because then he's going to have to put a bit of a stroke on it. Maybe 15 and then 10. Yeah, just doesn't have to hit this hard. Just a nice, easy one. Yeah. Same again. So LAIKRE gets one back. 9 racks to 4. Still hanging in. It's getting a little bit messy at the moment in maybe the tables, which is possibly working in Walter's favour. We picked off those last few balls pretty well. Has another break here. FORTUNSKI will be hoping for a chance, but I'm sure his mind is fully focused on trying to capitalise when his breaks come. But this is now getting a little bit more interesting. I still don't think FORTUNSKI's panicking, but a break and one would be nice. And it's a dry break, and the solids at quick glance there look pretty okay. Yeah, even stripes look good. Everything is wide open, so it's all about maybe the 8 ball is probably going to be the factor. 8 ball does go in the bottom left, I believe. Yeah, I think from that view, so therefore it tells me that the 5 ball could be a good connector to the 8. I think FORTUNSKI will double down on his focus here. This is a great chance. He's nice on the 3 to play the 2 ball down the bottom right. Just bump it off the rail. Oh, he's even just playing into the 9 to leave a bit of an angle, so nicely done. And those 3 balls all together, the 5, orange 5, the pink 4 there. You just need a little bit of attention in terms of which ones you take. I wonder if the 6 ball does go in the side past the 10. That would make this shot a little bit easier. You could play the 6 in the bottom left as well. Yeah, so it does go in the bottom left, keeping it simple. No need to go crazy. Just play a little stun shot. Don't need to go wild with the cue ball here. Yeah, he could be playing either the 7 ball, maybe a stop shot on the 4. He's going to play the 7 first. Love to be straight on the 4 ball here. Oh, that's perfect. And this for me is, this must be game over now. Just a stop shot on the 4, stop shot on the 5. Just double checking his angle, because he doesn't want to draw the cue ball. If anything, you're happy to have a little bit angle going the other way. Just needs to, this is a great view here. Yeah, that's fine, even going up a little bit. Puff of the cheeks. This 8 ball for a 10-4 win. Yeah, well done. FORTUNSKI marches on. Solid performance, a little bit wobbling at the end. And Walter LAIKRE was pushing to come back a little bit, but not meant to be. Just didn't have the firepower today. FORTUNSKI moves into the last 8 with a 10-4 victory. We will be back at 12:30 local time for the quarterfinals, and the match is still running on table 1 if you want to jump over and watch that one. I've been Graham Hickman. Thanks for joining me, and we'll be back later for more pool. Bye bye for now.